We play and call it work.
Hey folks, Janene from MiniWarGaming here with another how-to video for ya. In this video, we're going to continue painting Archaon Everchosen, and we're going to paint the Nurgle head on his mount. As always, if you have suggestions for something you'd like to see in a future how-to video, please leave it down below in the comments. The first thing we need to do is we need to take our base coat, which right now is just a flat black with a little bit of overspray from when we painted the wings, and paint it a solid dark green. We're going to do that with Castellan Green mixed with a little bit of Lamian Medium. We just want to apply this as a solid all-over layer on all of the Nurgle areas of the head. This is a nice neutral brown green. Because Nurgle's all about disease and decay, we don't want to go with very bright saturated greens. We want to go with the really brown, dead, rotting greens. As we move to the side of the head, we want to make sure that we have a smooth transition between the green of the Nurgle head and the brown of the underbelly. So we want to paint the entire face, these big cheeks, and a lot of the folds that go down into the neck. But we want to leave a lot of this area that neutral brown as well. Now, fortunately, the two colors are pretty similar, so they're going to blend together pretty well, especially after we apply some shades to kind of make the transition a little bit smoother. Here's the Nurgle head after we've applied that Castellan Green base coat. Next, we're going to deepen a few of the shadows using Coelia Greenshade. I mainly want to apply this into all of the folds of the skin, and I'm going to drag it through the green areas into the brown of the neck. That's going to help blend the two together a little bit. I'm also going to apply a little bit into the holes in his flesh and around all of the pustules on the neck and cheeks. After the Coelia Greenshade, we're going to begin highlighting this. The first color we want to use is going to be Loren Forest. This is also going to be mixed with Lamian Medium, and I'm going to apply this on top of most of the skin area, leaving that Coelia Greenshade and the Castellan Green just in the shadows. Mainly, I want to make sure that I get the top of all of these folds on the skin, and especially the area in the front of his face, since we're going to be drawing the brightness towards the nose area to make that a bit of a focal point. I want to make sure that my paint is thin enough that it's going to take me a couple layers to apply this so that it's a really solid color. That lets me do a controlled layering process as I highlight this, which gives a smoother blend to the colors. So I apply one layer, I let that layer dry, and I apply another layer on top of it, painting slightly less of the mini, just slowly building from one color to the next. Here's the head after our Loren Forest highlight. Our next color is going to be Straken Green. We're doing a very similar process with this color, mixing it with Lamian Medium and slowly building up the brightness. Again, we're sticking to these really neutral brown greens, kind of the camo greens instead of the really bright emerald greens. I want to make sure that I use this color to outline all of the areas of torn flesh. I'm also going to make sure that this forehead area, the tops of the eyelids, and the nose and the front of the lips are nice and bright as well. Here's the head after our Straken Green highlight. We want to go even brighter, so our next color is going to be Ogryn Camo. This is mixed with Lamian Medium. This Ogryn Camo color is really bright, so what I'll do as I apply it is I'll paint a little bit on the mini, then I'll quickly clean off my brush. I'll go back with a little bit of Straken Green, and I'll blend the transition between the two colors. It's really nice to have both paints on my palette at the same time so that I can push and pull the paint around playing with both colors until I get a nice smooth blend. It's totally okay to go too bright and then go back with your previous paint color and tone it down a little bit, or to see that your color is too dull and add a little bit more brightness to it. With this Ogryn Camo color, I'm really picking out the front of the face and outlining all of the tears in the skin to make sure that they stand out a lot. I'm also picking out just the very top of some of the largest folds on the neck. Here's the mini after the Ogryn Camo's been completed. This is as bright as we want to go on the skin. However, we want to pick out a few of the pustules in a yellow color just to make everything look a little bit more gross and diseased. We're going to use Averland Sunset. We're mixing it with a little bit of Lamy and Medium, and we're applying it on top of all of these diseased pustules. Here's the neck after we've picked out all those pustules. The last thing that we want to do is we want to paint some Reikland Fleshshade on top of all of the Averland Sunset that we just applied. I want to get this color on top of all of this yellow. However, I also want to make sure that I get a nice layer that surrounds the entire pustule. After that Reikland Fleshshade's been applied, the base of the head is complete. You can see that the front of the face is brighter than the sides, which draws the eye toward the front of the model. There's still lots of other areas that we need to pick out before this head is complete, but this gives us a really nice Nurgle starting point. Thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to see more how-to videos, I have another one where I'm going to paint the base coat of the Tzeentch head of this mini in the MiniWarGaming Vault, and the link down below in the description. If you don't already have a Vault membership, go ahead and click the link. You can sign up for a 7-day free trial and get access to my video, as well as hundreds of other videos in the MiniWarGaming Vault. So go ahead, click the link, start your free trial, and happy wargaming!